Hey guys, and welcome to my Water Fiends guide. It's going to be a quick and simple Water Fiends guide for people who need them to do for a Slayer task or just want the Crimson Trumps for summoning. Water Fiends are at combat level of 115 or 134. Their life points are at 1,260. The experience gained from killing these are 504, 168 hit points experience, and 128 Slayer experience if you're on a Slayer task. Their max hit is only at 119, and their big weakness is Crush, alright? The notable drops for these things are obviously the biggest thing, Crimson Charms. They drop them about 70-80% at the time, which is amazing. They also drop Blood and Death Runes, Noted Snape Grass, Noted Water Orbs, and Raw Fish. That's very good if you have a Bunyip or a Familiar that can cook them. Alright, we'll see you guys in-game. Alright, hey guys, now we're going to be going up our armor setup. Just going to tell you right now, this will be a quick and short guide, so, sorry. Alright, in the aura slot, we're going to have the Reverence Aura. If you haven't bought it and you slay or you're planning on doing these for a while, I recommend it. It slows down your prayer draining, so that helps a lot since we're going to have to be praying through this whole entire task, unless you're just killing them for charms. In the helm slot, we're going to be using a full Slayer helmet. Enchanted, you can replace that with a normal Slayer helmet, a Berserker helm, a Rune full helm, Nezi helm, you know, this normal common things. I'm using a Dungeoneering cape, so any skill cape, fire cape, cape of legends, OB cape, those will be fine. Ardoon cape, that'll be fine. Amulet slot, we're using Amulet of Fury. This is probably your best bet. You could also replace this, though, if you can't afford that, with a Strength, Glory, or Power amulet. We're leaving the arrow slot open since they do drop mithril arrows, about 90 at a time, I believe. And so you just pop those in there so it doesn't take up an inventory slot. Chaotic Maul is in our weapon slot. This is easily the best weapon to be using against these, as they're really weak against crush attacks. So if you don't have a Chaotic Maul, you could replace it with a godsword, a flail like a Rex flail, what else? A Cerdamin sword. A Zamrock spear works very good here also. And probably your worst bet to use would be an Obi Maul. I wouldn't go if you have to use an Obi Maul, but just letting you guys know. Top and bottom, we're using Carol's top and bottom. This takes 70 range, and if you can't afford this, obviously Black D8's fine. To be honest, I've been here with Blue D-Hide, Red D-Hide. You're fine with any of those. Obviously, the higher D-Hide you have, the better. You can also take Armadale and Pernix if you have it, but you know I don't have Pernix. We have a Region Bracelet in our glove slot. Obviously, we'll just replace these. We'll replace this since Region Bracelet sucks with any RFD glove. The best RFD glove you can use, replace it with that. If you don't have an RFD glove and you don't want to buy a Region Bracelet, obviously you can use a combat bracelet. That works fine as well. In our boot slot, we have Bando's boots. You can also replace these with Dragon or Rune. That works fine as well. I wouldn't suggest any other unless you're just going to use Steadfast, but right now Steadfast are pretty expensive, so yeah. Ring slot, last slot, we got a Ring of Wealth. You guys know why I use this. I use this for the rare drop table, obviously, because I love it. You could also use a Ring of Life if this is your first time going, you're kind of nervous, or you can replace it with a Warrior's Ring, Berserker Ring, or an Onyx Ring imbued. Now we're going to get on to our inventory. We got 10 Varrock teleports. You could replace this slot with a Slayer gem if you're going to be doing a Slayer task. We got our super set, super attack, strength, defense. Our spec weapon, this could be anything, Cerdamin sword, God sword, you know, SS, DDS, anything really, guys. 7 prayer pots. Obviously, you can switch up the amount with like some food, drop 2 food, get 2 prayer pots, you know, whatever fits you best. Just, you know, work it with whatever you guys need. I got a Bunyip. I'll summon that when I get down there. Games Necklace to get down there. You can also use a Ferocious Ring if you have 75 plus Slayer and you've gotten it from the Ancient Caverns. And the rest Monkfish. So pretty self-explanatory. I'll show you guys how to get there. You can use your Games Necklace to teleport to the Barbarian outpost. Once you get there, you're going to be running north. And before I even get there, I mean south, guys, south. Before I even get there, I want to tell you guys that you need to do the Otto's Barbarian training up to, I believe, the fire pyre ships, where you have to burn some logs and shit. But it's really, if you haven't done it, go ahead and do it. It does not take long. It takes maybe 5 to 10 minutes. And it's way worth it, way worth it. There's also a fairy ring down here, so if you guys have the fairy rings, just figure out that code. I don't know it exactly offhand since I don't have them, and it puts you right down here. There's two places you can fight them. We're going to be fighting them right here. It's the closest. There are less on this side, but if it's not packed, you should be fine. Okay, we're going to go ahead and pot up, turn on Mage Prayer, and summon the bunyip once we can. Okay, we're going to summon it down here. Summon. Damn, dude, summon. There we go. You're going to run right down here, and then once you get past the Brutal Green Dragon, switch back to Range Prayer. Okay, so now you're going to make sure you're on Pummel, and you're going to attack. They're really easy. Like I said, their only thing that's going to hit you is their Mage, and if you have good Mage defense bonus on, you shouldn't be getting hit much, really. The Bunyip usually counteracts the damage that they do, so I really don't even need this much food, but as you can see, they're not that hard. They're really not. You just attack and just wait for them to die. I mean, they have decently amount of hit points. It's really not bad experience, because most people will be down here for Slayer, just collecting charms. And I mean, they're really not bad money either. In a load, I probably get about 130 Crimson Charms, and I probably can make about 230,000 gold, which really isn't bad. But, see, there we go, Crimson Charm. I'm going to go ahead and eat. Pick that up, but as you guys can see, they're easy. They're great if you want to camp for Crimson Charms to get your summoning up. I mean, I'd probably say 130 would probably take me an hour, maybe an hour 15. Because that's usually a Slayer task for me, because they usually assign like 160, and obviously not every single one drops, but close to every single one drops, as you can see. So I hope this guide helped you guys. I hope you guys use it for Slayer. I hope you guys use it to camp some charms, and talk to you all later. See you guys.